Cast out from Greece, maybe, but not from royal circles. King Constantine II and his family are always at the top table at regal events. They do, after all, descend from the oldest monarchy in Europe, the Danish royal family. Queen Anne-Marie herself is the sister of Queen Margrethe of Denmark, who's just celebrated her 40th year on the throne.
When Margrethe came to the throne, she had a 40% approval rating. She's now got an 80% approval rating. Why is that? What's she doing right?
I admire her tremendously. I think she's an extraordinary person. She's highly intelligent, and she just has got that right feel of how to deal with everything and how to express herself. I think she's got the artistic side of her, which I think gives a completely different facet to everything she does. And she's very spontaneous as well. And my father taught her a lot.
King Constantine, how would you say the Danish monarchy has managed to get it right? Why are they so popular?
The constitutional monarchy in Denmark has been there for many, many years. So they have a tradition in that. And secondly, they know how to evolve. And they evolve with their people. And it's accepted by the Danish people to see that their monarchy is evolving with them. And that's kept the stability.
A lot of people have described her as a mother to the Danish people. Can you describe the relationship?
I think it's absolutely true. And I think that they like to have a figure like that who symbolizes the unity of the country without getting involved in any controversial issues.
The scenes of unity on Danish streets, so different from what we've seen recently in Greece, a country Constantine and his family fled after a 1967 coup. The monarchy was abolished in 1974, and though the family has long lived in exile, they keep a close eye on events back home.
Crown Prince, what do you make of what's going on in Greece right now?
I think the government is doing its best to keep ourselves on track. I think the problems really go way back into the past. And at the moment, what they're doing is all they can to try and get ourselves to the next step. It's extremely hard, and they are very, very challenged at this point in time. Our thoughts are really with the people themselves, who are the ones who are suffering the most. And you know, we can only do what we can to help if we can with international communities and so forth. But beyond that, they're trying their best to get it right.
Is there an argument for saying Greece should reinstate its monarchy based on what we've seen this weekend here in
I doubt that that's an argument, because you have to understand that monarchies all around the world, which is a Greek word, is a constitutional monarchy. It's not a monarchy on its own. And secondly, the Greek people took the decision. It's a long history, why and this and that. You know, at some point, I think that I'll write about it and people will understand what it's all about and why it happened. But that's the way it's gone. But it's not on my agenda or anybody else's agenda to reinstate it, or that's for the people.
And it appears there is growing sentiment for the royal family in Greece. These days, they're allowed in the country and often grace the pages of Greek glossies. Crown Prince Pavlos and his wife, Chantal, are particularly popular. Their glamorous match was among the first so-called fairy tale weddings, that is, between a royal and a commoner.
Crown Princess, yourself, Princess Mary, the Duchess of Cambridge, Prince Daniel in Sweden, you've all come from outside the monarchy, and that's something that's different about this generation, isn't it? What do you think, as a group, you've brought to modern monarchy?
Well, I think Crown Princess Mary has brought a lot to the table. She's youthful, dynamic, she's very real. And I think that's what people want to see today, is the realness and real love affairs, real family life. I think that's very important. People, they feel a sense of connectivity there.
Queen Margrethe has talked about how it's been a great benefit that she's from outside the country, and it's amazing how Danes have taken her on in that way, isn't it? And why do you think Danes have taken to her so well?
She's a very personable person. I mean, she's very approachable, and she's very generous and real, and I think it sees in everything that she does. There's no there's no falseness about her. She's not acting, she's really living it day by day, and it's wonderful because that's what we want to see, that's what people want to see. It's someone who really takes on this, this role and with grace and ease and realness, I think.
Is there a big shift in royalty between these two generations?
Big shift? I wouldn't say there's a big shift. I mean, every era has its differences from others, and I think when you marry for love. And if you have found somebody outside the royal family and you fall in love with that person, that's who you will marry, providing they are sort of proper people, obviously. And I think everybody, including my son, have done just that. And I think they've chosen so well. And they've thought about it. Nobody's rushed into anything. They've thought about what they're doing. And I think all the younger generation have got fantastic education as well. And maybe have also waited to get married a little longer than we did, although we're a huge success.